Okay, so we've seen that once the order is waived, we can then pick the goods into the appropriate boxes. We'll take all of the items that exist on the sales order. The warehouse staff will go through the warehouse in the most logical fashion, and they will pack goods into the appropriate boxes. Once the items have been put into the appropriate boxes, the items can then be shipped. The shipment is uploaded into ACPAC, and the warehouse cycle that can then repeat the appropriate process. One of the key things that Sage ACPAC WMS takes care of and improves on is inventory count. Sage ACPAC WMS ensures that the appropriate amount of inventory exists in the warehouse at any one point in time. So let's have a look at how Sage ACPAC WMS will improve the quantity of inventory counted within your warehouse. Let's have a look here at the product inventory report. So under the report screen, I do have something here called the product inventory report. I'm going to click on the Go button, and it's going to return back a list of all of the items that currently exist in inventory. Of course, you have access to your drill down button. For example, if I wanted to have a look at all of my computer mice, I again can click on my computer mouse. So I can see that in bin A1A1, my total quantity that currently exists there is 47. In bin C1C1, I have a total quantity here of 51 computer mice existing. I can see that here that even though I have 47 existing in that bin, I can only pick 37 because the remaining 10 have been allocated to specific sales orders. Let's have a look at another report. If I have a look at my bin inventory report, I can see a list of my inventory that exists in all of my bins. So I'm going to print out my bin inventory report, and again I can see what product exists in what bins, starting here based on the bin label. Okay, let's have a look at my computer. If I click on my computer and drill down into it, I can see right now there's a total quantity of 2. However, I currently only have 1 item existing in that bin. Let's have a look at one more report. Let's have a look at the product report. So if I click on product, I can scan in the appropriate product or key in the appropriate product here. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my computer CPUs. Actually, this is the wrong product. So let's look at computer CPUs, which is 01-00003. So here's our computer CPUs, and again, I can see that I have in bin A1A3, which is a pickable bin, I have 200 units existing in that bin. In bin C1C3, which is an overstock bin, I do have 101 quantities of computer CPUs existing at that bin. Let's say what had happened is that there was actually a known problem with one of the CPUs, and what we want to do is we want to remove that out of inventory. Perhaps it had gotten crushed. What you can do on a regular basis is you can have your warehouse staff perform what are called cycle counts. When the staff perform cycle counts, they basically go through the warehouse and they can count bins. They can count the products that exist in each bin in the warehouse. So if your warehouse goes from, let's say, bin A1A1 to bin Y9Y9, you can have those bins being counted perhaps on a daily basis. You might only want to count perhaps 10 bins a day, but you're basically doing a perpetual count on all of the inventory that you have in your warehouse. By doing that, you're guaranteeing that your inventory is currently up to date. So again, right now, if we look at our warehouse, or if we look at this product, we can see that we have a total of 301 products on hand. Let's pretend that in bin A1A3, where ACPAC WMS thinks that there are 200 on hand, let's say that 1 is actually missing. So what the cycle counter is going to do is they are going to fire up their trusty handheld, and they're going to perform a cycle count. What they can do from their main screen is select 6 cycle count, and you can choose to cycle count by date, by product, by bin, or you can do a full count. What we're going to do here is a cycle count by bin. So we can specify the first bin that we want to count. We know that this product, our computer CPU, it does exist at bin A1, A3. So what we can do is we can count bin A1, A3. So we're going to start counting this, the products that exist in this bin. And again, right now, ACPAC, if you look at it here, it does think that there are a total of 200 units that exist in this bin. We are missing one, so let's pretend that we actually count 199 units in this bin. What I'm going to do first of all is specify the product number. This is actually in bin A1, A4. So it says in bin A1, A4 that I'm currently counting, that's unexpected product. This product exists in A1, A3, not A1, A4. So because the handheld is going to be beeping at me, I can say, okay, that's right. ACPAC WMS is correct. What I'll do is I'm going to key in the appropriate bin number, which is again A1, A3. So I'm going to specify the appropriate product that I'm counting, and I'm going to specify how many I've counted. So once more, it thinks that it has 200 in that bin. I'm going to state that I count only 199. And I can press F9 to complete the count. And I get a message back stating that there's a discrepancy. Do I want to remove from the records the fact that one computer CPU doesn't appear to be there? And I'm going to say yes. So it's going to basically remove that item from that bin. So immediately the inventory is going to be reflected. The inventory change is going to be reflected in ACPAC. If you look at ACPAC and then go into WMS IC transactions and then select WMS adjustments, we can see that for the computer CPU that there is a quantity decrease for that computer CPU, and it's going to decrease here by 1. These WMS adjustments can be posted like a normal adjustment can be posted. In this case, I'm not going to save the adjustment.